Hey, this is my tutorial for Better With You by Craig David. This is a really fun song to play on an acoustic guitar, and it's pretty easy in the sense that it has just four chords, which you cycle through all the time, and except for the bridge, which has the same four chords, but changes a little bit the rhythm, which makes it more fun. The picking pattern is really fun to play too, so that's going to be a great part of this song. The only thing that might be a little bit more difficult for, especially for beginners, is that everything is a bar chord here. But you know, you get the hang of it, and then it's fine. Let me refer to two sources which I used to figure out the song because I couldn't find the tab anywhere or anything. So there's this other guy on YouTube who does a rendition of this, and he does a great job. I really like it. I should have written down his name, I guess, to say it, but you can find him. Just look for Craig David guitar, and he shows up. He does a great job. He plays it down here, which I think is the original. I'm still going to play it in B, but the original octave, let's say, is down here. It's a higher thing. But my range is terrible, and I can't reach that high. I can barely reach where I'm going to play this. So and so that's him, and then I stumbled upon this webpage that I didn't know. It's called something like Chordster, Tapster, something of the sort. And it's basically this webpage where you feed it in a video from YouTube, I guess, and it figures out the song, the chords for you. It doesn't get everything right, but it does a great job. If you're trying to figure the song out and you're not trained like me, it's great. So if you're ever trying to figure out another song, then I totally recommend that. All right, so let's get into that. As I said, there were going to be four chords in the song, and that's going to be it. So the first chord is going to be a B. Okay, so in case you don't know this, a B is like an A, but one tone up, I guess, right? Sorry. So this is an A, right? So two frets to the right, and then you have to bar the second fret, of course. That's a B. So you're going to start with B, then you're going to go over to an E. I think an E is pretty straightforward, right? Then we're going to go up to a G sharp minor. Okay? So a G sharp minor, what G, usually you play a G here, especially when you're a beginner. There's a barred version here, which is you bar the third fret. So it's basically like an F, right? But one tone up. So one tone, two frets up. That's a G. You bar the third fret, and then you kind of do like an E on the fourth and fifth, let's say. That's a G. So we're going to play a G sharp. So that's another fret to the right. So that's bar the fourth fret. And then it's minor, right? So you take this finger off. It's kind of like E and E minor is the same thing. G sharp minor. Yeah. So we had B, E, G sharp minor, and then we're going to have F sharp. So F sharp is just F, but one fret down to the right, I guess. Down, up, right? Because I'm kind of going down the guitar, but up the scale. All right, so B, dun, 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 E, dun, 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 dun. G sharp minor, dun, 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 F sharp, right? And so those are the four chords we're going to be using, and we're going to be cycling through that through the entire song, except for the bridge, which we'll get to in a second. But those are the chords. Let's get into the picking pattern. So the picking pattern is going to be real fun. And here, I hope you can see let's see, I'm going to move here a little bit. Whoa, get back in focus, man. Focus. There you go. So the picking pattern is going to be real fun here. We're going to start by picking 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd all at the same time, right? So our bass note is going to be on the 5th. Ba. Right? So with the B, with the first chord, right? And then we're going to slap. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, slap. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move down. We're going to change our bass note from the 4th chord, from the 5th chord, to the 4th chord. And then we're going to pick again 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Then we're going to pick 3rd, 2nd, 1st. So we're not going to play the bass note anymore. And then we're going to slap, right? So again, all 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, slap, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, and slap. There you go. You recognize that? And that's how the whole song goes. Da, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba, bam, ba, ba. Right? So that's the game here. That's what's real fun, right? You change your bass note all the time, right? So you go from the 5th to the 4th. All of the nights and all of the times when I wouldn't come home, but you were calling. Something, I don't remember how it goes. I would kill lion. Anyway, I should write these things down before I start taping myself, shouldn't I? So that's how the whole song goes. Just like B, E, G sharp minor, and F sharp. So you go on like that, and then comes the bridge, right? So at the end of the verse comes the little bridge, right? So I will keep lying, keep on denying, couldn't decide if I wanted to lie then, 'cause there ain't a minute that I don't regret it, 'cause baby I'm better with you, girl, with you I'm better. And that goes on, right? So that bridge at the end of the verse is going to go E, and then you're going to go up to G sharp minor, F sharp, E, F sharp. I'm better with you, girl, with you I'm better, right? So, 'cause there ain't a minute that I don't regret it, 'cause baby I'm better with you, girl, with you I'm better. Yeah, you know it's true, yeah. And that's it, right? And that's the whole song right there. So those 4 chords, cycle through the same thing all the time. You change the bridge. I think that's kind of it. You end on a B, right? So that's something very typical that happens in most songs. You end on the first note you played, and that's it. So it's a fun song. I'm having a lot of fun learning this one. I mean I discovered the song like last week or something, right? Yeah. So have fun playing it. Last thing. I'll leave the chords in the description for all you to see there. All right.